Hello, hello. This is Mark Cashman, Senior Product Manager at Microsoft on the SharePoint team, doing some testing with the updated image web part in SharePoint in Microsoft 365 so you can see what is coming soon. The design goal of this update is to give you finer control of how your images appear on SharePoint pages and news articles so that you can adjust things like brightness and contrast. You can flip and rotate the images. You can add filters, overlay text, and or all of the above. So this is just going to be a quick tour of what's new, and it starts now. All right, we are here on a SharePoint page, and I've added a couple of images already, and I'm going to put it into full screen mode with the magic of F11 so we can focus on SharePoint. And the first thing I'm going to ask myself is, there needs to be a cat on this page. Can't just be a dog world. So we're going to move our Lickster over here. We've got Puggy the rabbit on the left. And in the middle, let's go looking for adding an image web part, grabbing a cat from the stock imagery and see if we can find one that's got some of those nice pastel colors. I like this orange one. I'm noting that it's another Lickster, so maybe this is the OG Lickster. All right, so we have three images to play with. So if you haven't seen it already popping up, you'll see we've got a new toolbar, and we're first going to adjust this one very quickly into a different ratio, and we're basically going to trim it to a 2:3. Center them up, OG Lickster. All right, Puggy Rabbit, we're going to do something similar with a 9:16, and we're going to make it left justified. Our page is starting to warm up. We've got Puggy Rabbit on the left, and then we've got the Lickster here. So some of those immediate things that you can do, you can resize. We can make this a little bit bigger to fit the frame. Going to do the same thing with our pug here. Looking good. Now, when we want to really dive in, you'll notice there's this advanced editing. Click on that, and it's going to bring the Lickster into full view where we can do some pretty rich things to be able to adjust the contrast. Maybe we'll minimize the contrast. We'll up the shadows. We'll add a nice vignette that will come creeping in from the sides there. Make the brightness down, and we'll just pop in a little saturation. All right, then I'll give you a look at what filters we have here. We want to maybe add a warm contrast, maybe a dramatic cool, or maybe we should go for black and white. Black and white cool, that looks nice. Maybe minimize the intensity. And then last, you can mark up just as you would expect in OneDrive on the OneDrive mobile app in PDFs. So we can say woof. All right, I think we are good. We're going to save that down. And it's right there doing real-time image editing in the browser, inside of SharePoint, inside of the individual web parts, the image web part. There are three of them on this page, and as you can see, it's very easy to move the images, get a nice rendering all the way through, drop it, and then of course you can do all the advanced things that you expect to do to be able to duplicate, to move, to create other columns and keep going. But it's so nice to see some of these flexible controls to be able to work with your images so you can find the image you want. You can, oh, I forgot to show you the text overlay. And you can't do it when the image is too small. Woof, there it is. And like that, hopefully that gives you a good sense of what's coming. Fun with the image web part, Puggy Cat, the OG Lickster, and the Lickster all say peace out.